Ketogenic diet is not just for losing weight alone. It has so many benefits. Welcome to my channel. My name is Alice Rita. If you are new to my channel, I really appreciate you stopping by to watch. You're welcome to my channel. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. So this video is going to be a quick one. So as some of you already know that I switched my diet from the regular balanced diet to a balanced ketogenic diet. And I'm sure that there are people that are still thinking to start the ketogenic diet or that have tried it and failed. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the things that I've learned in the last 80 days. That's why I waited till now to share this video with you. Before I went into the ketogenic diet, it got to a stage that I gained so much weight and I'm not fitting into my clothes, and I really don't feel comfortable looking at myself in the mirror. And there is something about looking at yourself in the mirror. When you don't love what you see, you need to work hard to get back the body. And that was why I told myself, oh, I think I need to go on a diet. I've tried to do other diets, like, okay, trying to reduce my portion. Trust me, that didn't work. And why didn't that work? That didn't work because on days that you have low motivation, you tend to overeat and then you gain the weight again. It's similar on the ketogenic diet. If you're not disciplined, you will also gain the weight by eating keto food. And also, if you're not disciplined, you are going to definitely not stick to the routine. So what is the first thing that you need to know on the ketogenic diet? Number one, you need to know how to calculate your macros. I've done this ketogenic diet before and I think I did it wrong. Maybe it's one of the reasons why I couldn't continue. But you need to know how to calculate your macros. There are apps that you can use. I'll be putting one here so that you can try this app out. And if you don't know how to calculate it, you can go on the internet. There are web pages that they will ask for your detail, like your age, your weight, the amount of kilogram you want to lose, the type of food you would like to choose. There are some platform on the internet that can help you to calculate this. And by macros, I mean the amount of carbohydrates, protein, and fat that you should eat per day. So learning to calculate your macro is one of the important first step in the ketogenic diet. Number two is knowing the source of your macro. At the early stage of my diet, because I want to make sure that I'm getting my fat intake, I want to make sure that I'm completely taking my fat proportion, I relied on dairy products, like they putting a lot of double cream, putting a lot of cheese in my food. These are the first mistake that most of us think about, that when we think about high fat food, we think that, oh, we need to eat a lot of cheese. No, actually, you need to take your time to understand the type of food that has high fat content in it. And this information, I didn't just gain it overnight. This is where the importance of mentoring comes in. I joined the different ketogenic group on Facebook. There is the one in the US, the one in the UK, and the one in Nigeria. I would like to use this opportunity to give a very big shout out to my coach, Stefan. So this is the Facebook page for Steffi Coulter. I think I'm not pronouncing it well. It's Steffi Coulter's ketogenic Facebook page. And this Facebook page specializes on clean keto. By clean keto, meaning no sweetener, some other things that the other ketogenic diets would necessarily tolerate. It's not accepted in that group. And with time, I keep learning every day. And this is why it's important that, number three, you join a support group. I've been saying this, I should have listed that earlier. Join a support group. And by support group, that is when you look for this Facebook page or some Twitter page or Telegram page. But for me, I'm in all the three groups, and mostly because I'm in the UK, I tend to interact more on the UK, the one for Steffi Coulter's ketogenic page. Let me get it right. The Facebook page is Courtaulds Nutrition UK. So a very big shout out to all the ketogenic, all the keto warriors in that group. Thank you all for being accommodating. Thank you for your support and for guiding me right. Hope that you, my viewer that is watching this video today, will get some information from the group, and I will put in the description box the link to the Facebook page. Fourth thing that you should know if you're starting a ketogenic diet is to know that there is something called keto flu. Yeah, and this keto flu comes with nausea, fatigue, tiredness, headache, some cramps in the muscle cramps. This you can easily avoid by taking your daily electrolyte. And usually many people don't understand how to prepare this electrolyte. I myself, I wasn't preparing it well in the first 2 weeks, and with the help of the support group from the Facebook, from the Courtaulds Nutrition UK Facebook page, I'm able to learn this right. And this is just adding 1/4 tablespoon of low salt and 2 teaspoons of Himalaya or sea salt. You add this in 2 liters of water, and that's how you prepare your electrolyte. You need to ensure that you drink this electrolyte daily, and also you need to get yourself a supplement for magnesium. For me, the supplement I use in my electrolyte is this brand called Magnesium, Mega Magnesium. It's in liquid form, and I just add about 4 drops to my 2 liters of water. And since I started taking the magnesium, I do not experience muscle pull or cramps in my leg anymore. And this is why it's important that you make sure that you are not joking with your electrolyte, and also that you are not joking with your magnesium supplement. The fifth thing that you should know if you are starting a ketogenic diet is you will have cravings once in a while. Some days you will not be able to, you would really feel like eating your regular food like bread, rice, and the things, your favorite food. The best way you can overcome these cravings is to make sure that you take your calculated, or the proportion of your macro that has been calculated for you before you started. And also you should plan your meals ahead. If you've already planned what you're going to eat for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, and your meal is available in the fridge, when you come back home, you will not be tempted to order pizza or to quickly eat some instant noodles or things that are like quick meal. So number 5 is that you should meal prep your food. For me, what I do is that I make sure that I prep my dinner and freeze them for the week, and also lunch. Normally for breakfast, I freestyle. I could decide to drink bulletproof coffee, or I could decide that, okay, I want to have overnight chia seed pudding, things like that. So that one, I can easily manipulate my breakfast. But for my lunch and my dinner, I try to meal prep and put in the freezer so that I'm able to stick to the diet. In the last 80 days, to be honest, 2 times I fell off the wagon, and this is because I didn't plan my meal. I was at home and I wasn't motivated to cook, and I ended up eating what I shouldn't eat. And when you cheat on the ketogenic diet, you set your body backward, because your body that is already producing ketone to a source of energy, the body that has healed and is ready to help you to melt the fat away, then remember that, oh, there is sugar. It stops producing ketone. So do not cheat on the ketogenic diet. That is number 5. And for the last one, number 6, which is really important, is do not compare the progress of your ketogenic diet with somebody else's own. And this is because the reason why you shouldn't compare is because if you go on the support group, like on Facebook, you see some people that will write that they lost like 5 kilograms in 20 days. And if you are losing just 5 kilograms in 5 months, do not feel demotivated. Our bodies are different, and the early period of the ketogenic diet, what the body is doing is healing, trying to repair every part of the body, and that is why the progress is not the same for everyone that is doing the ketogenic diet. But the interesting part is that over the time, over a long period of time, you will attain similar results. So do not compare yourself. And the last part where most people tend to get it wrong is that they want to weigh themselves every day. You cannot do that on the ketogenic diet. I remember that after my 30th day of the ketogenic diet, because I signed a mentoring program, I remember that I climbed the scale, and I'm like, oh, I only lost 4.5 kilogram in 30 days. Meanwhile, I saw some other people losing up to 8 or 15 kilogram. And what my mentor told me, and I'm sharing with you today, is that do not use the scale to measure your progress. Use your clothes. How well do they fit? How well do you feel in your body? Do you feel happy? Are you getting enough sleep? Is your body different from before you started the ketogenic diet? These are the important information that my coach Steph Carter shared with me, and I'm sharing with you for free. So do not measure your progress by the next person's progress. Give your body time. Drink your electrolytes. Eat your food. Do not starve yourself because you want to lose weight. On ketogenic diet, you need to eat and be filled. And when I say you should eat and be filled, it means you need to eat food that are high in fat, not high carb and not high protein. So in my next series of video, I'm going to be sharing with you the meals that I prepare on the ketogenic diet. Ketogenic diet is not just for losing weight alone. It has so many benefits. The diabetics patients are getting like feeling better on this diet. People that have like muscle pain or bone pain, things like that, some of them have testified to feel better on this diet. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you find this video useful, and if you are just starting out, you can join me on my journey, because I'm going to be sharing my recipe and I'm going to be sharing with you the tips I've learned along the way. And do not forget to join a support group. If you are in the UK or anywhere you are, I definitely recommend that you join the Carter's Nutrition UK support group. And until next time, bye.